Okay.
with the wind,
I can get behind that.
and it's going to be hectic. You're going to see me jumping around down there. But, guys, it's been a pleasure all season. This was our last pregame at-home speech. Always honored. Go kick some butt out there, yeah.
Yes, sir. Go Rams. Join us for the halftime show as well. Jack is going to be back. We're going to talk about the first half. But we got a little bit of time. We got about 7:30 until kickoff. So go get yourself a snack and a drink in your nice warm home because we're taking the weather for you today on MCM. We'll see you back when we got the game time. Will Nicholson, Jack Hughes, Ben Wilson. We'll see you soon.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions,
Biviano General Contracting,
Road to Responsibility.
Over the past 15 years, MCM has supported the Marshfield community through its mission in connecting the community. As successful as MCM has been, there is a significant challenge facing MCM that will dramatically impact the Marshfield community. Just like almost all community media centers, over 90% of MCM's funding comes from Comcast and Verizon's cable licenses with the town of Marshfield. MCM receives a small percentage of that cable revenue. With technology changing and people changing the way that they consume media, many people have decided to abandon cable television for streaming platforms. 2021 to 2022 saw the greatest one-year decline in cable subscriptions in Massachusetts at 10%. Marshfield isn't immune to this, and over the next several years, we expect to see at least a 20% decrease in our funding due to the decline in cable subscribers in Marshfield. It means saying goodbye to members of the MCM staff, not making important upgrades that make MCM the state-of-the-art studio it is, and a significant reduction in support to valuable community institutions. But most importantly, what does this mean for you? It means saying goodbye to open and transparent government coverage, not being able to see important Marshfield school events like graduation and sports, as well as important community news and information shared by MCM. Please don't let this important community institution wither and die. Please contact us or visit our website to find out more about how you can support Marshfield Community Media.
Marshfield Community News is powered by Tiny & Sons Auto Glass.
Alice's house, in 3 simple but powerful words, is a healing house. It's a place to just rest your heart and soul when life gets too much and just feel renewed and restored as you leave. Today, this is our 8th annual Rock Your Heart fundraising event at Alice's house, and it's a walk, run, gathering. And as someone said to me once, Janet, this isn't a walk, this is like a love fest. And we had well over 200 people that just wanted to pay forward and spread the word of Alice's house. But it was our largest turnout ever, and really the most money we've ever raised too. And this year's theme is how we are all lifesavers for each other, how Alice's house is a lifesaver for people, how we in very big ways and small ways can be lifesavers for people. So you see life jackets all over the decorations here. This event is held as one of our fundraisers to help support the mission of Alice's House.
Alice's House is a great foundation, and they give back to the community, and they actually supported my family when my son was sick. He passed away last year, and they were a house of respite for us, and we'd love to give back to other families so that they can benefit in the same way. I'm just seeing the community and how many people come together to support Alice's House is amazing. There's a lot of love here, and it just brings a lot of joy for everyone to get together and celebrate such a great foundation.
Certainly the most fulfilling is giving back to Alice's house, and the most fun is just seeing all these smiling faces. We seem to always get a gorgeous day for this event, and just seeing the entire Hummerock community come together to give back. I think it brings a sense of belonging, and also I think it leaves everyone feeling like they can play a small part in giving back to the community.
The most fulfilling part today for me is to know the stories of many of the people that are participating in today. Many have been guests at Alice's house, or friends and family of guests at Alice's house. So the fact that they come back and honor us and want to share the love that they felt at Alice's house, it just fills our heart with gratitude.
Marshfield Community News is powered by Tiny & Sons Auto Glass.
People in the community tell us all the time, Marshfield Community Media is a hidden gem. While we love hearing that we're a gem, we don't love hearing that we're hidden. So let's talk about what we can offer you and this wonderful community. One of the biggest things we offer is training. We can train you on various forms of media such as camera work, podcasting, editing, and so much more. The only thing we require is that you're a member of our studio, which for Marshfield residents is just $30 a year. And with that membership, you not only get access to training, but our entire arsenal of state-of-the-art equipment. We'll help you create the content you've been dreaming about. In addition to this, we also offer production services. Do you have a small business and want to film some promotions for your website or social media? We've got you covered. We've worked with businesses all over the South Shore to produce high-quality promotional material at an affordable rate. You probably already know this, but in case you don't, we provide high-quality coverage of important community events. This includes MHS varsity sports, municipal government meetings, important local news, and many other special community events and ceremonies. So if you'd like to know more about us, you can check out our website at marshfieldcommunitymedia.com or give us a call at 781-837-4384. Thank you.
MCM coverage of MHS sports is proudly presented by
Biviano General Contracting.
Biviano General Contracting is Marshfield's leading custom modular house builder. Modular building saves time and money. Only 8 to 12 weeks for the entire build, saving up to 25% of the cost compared to traditional building. We also offer custom deck building, kitchen and bathroom remodels, additions, and house elevations.
More information can be found at bivianocontracting.com.
Repel Pest Solutions. Repel Pest Solutions is a full-service pest control company protecting residential and commercial properties from nuisance pests that carry germs and diseases. They are a small, family-run business from Marshfield, licensed, insured, competitively priced. We work to understand your needs and offer an integrated pest solution that's environmentally friendly. Don't be afraid to bug us. Road to Responsibility. Founded in 1988, Road to Responsibility's mission is to provide the means, the opportunity, and the support necessary to allow citizens with disabilities to take their place as productive members of the community. We are committed to providing all individuals with opportunities to truly live in the community. Through our services, we are proud to enrich and improve the lives of every individual, one person at a time.
Billy wins out here from James G. Anderson Field. Will Nicholson alongside Ben Wilson for tonight's round one playoff matchup between the Marshfield Rams and the Malden Catholic Lancers. Ben, we are in for a good one tonight. A team who started off 3-1 and has cooled off since losing 4 in a row.
Yeah, losing 4 in a row, not the best. But as I said on the halftime show, they've played a lot of tough teams like St. John's Prep, BC, Xaverian. So it was a very hard schedule to go against. But I'm really excited for today. Well, this is the first time the Rams have ever, in the history of anything, ever played the Lancers. So I'm super hyped up for tonight.
So we're getting ready to kick this one off. It will be the sophomore, Ferroyo, who will boot it deep. And a chance to return for the Rams will be fielded. This is Cole Summers trying to make a cut up field, but will be knocked down. Hannigan, at the 18-yard line. This is where Rollinson and the offense will prepare to take over. Rollinson has looked hot as of late, Ben. He's got 1,188 yards on the year, 11 touchdowns, but the interceptions have really plagued them with 8.
Yeah, 8 interceptions and all those yards you just racked up there, Will. Can't forget about that Bridgewater Rainer game where he now holds the school record for pass yards in game with 315. So Rollinson's been off and on all season, but I think tonight he knows how important it is. I think he's going to lock down for the Rams.
A whole bunch of receivers up there. The O-line from left to right is McGowan, Keenan, Nutley, Amaral, and Nicholson. As a first down and 10, they're going to take the snap, hand off to the outside with Cole Summers. Across the 20, just shy of the 25-yard line. Good run for the Rams with Cole Summers, who's been an all-purpose yard machine.
Yeah, all-purpose yard machine. Well, I think I mentioned on the halftime show, 580 all-purpose yards.
Second down, they give him a little more, so it's about second down and 4. They're going to take the snap, same play with Summers to the outside, who gets a block from Beauregard. Flag is going to be thrown late.
Summers on the carry.
It seems to be against the Rams. We're going to see what the call is. Aruka was arguing it right when it was thrown.
Yeah, Aruka's always going to speak his mind no matter what. You can see him there. He's got his hand up. He's yelling at the referee. I assume this is going to be against the Rams, and that's the biggest weak point of the Rams, Will, is the unnecessary penalties that always bring them back.
I think they might have gotten Hannigan with a hold on the outside. Yeah, Aruka, you can hear that on our mic. It was on Cole Hannigan. Will go against the Rams, so he's saying that the hold happened 5 yards out of bounds. And I think he's got a point there. I mean, that hold had no impact on the play.
Yeah, it really did. The play was borderline over, so a little bit of a questionable call, but the Rams are going to get backed up here, Will.
And you talk about mistakes for the Rams. Penalties has been another big part earlier in the season. That BR game, laundry on the field everywhere. They've cleaned it up since then. Hopefully they can get back to it on a second and long. Going to hand off Beauregard up the middle, who will run forward, but not a whole lot of yardage. We'll get back to the initial marker and a little bit more. It's going to be third. They're going to spot it to about 3rd and 7 now for the Rams, who line up quickly.
Yeah, they're going to hurry up mode here, Will.
Trip receiver at the top of your screen, and Aiden Summers lined up at the bottom. Rollinson will drop back, look to throw. It's a screen pass the other way, reeled in by Evan Williams with a whole bunch of real estate to the 45, or the 35, excuse me, and will fall down to the 36. A screen pass from Rollinson to Williams.
Yeah, Evan Williams, he's got 159 rushing yards on the season and 1 touchdown. Him and Beauregard with the back and forth on the run game, they've been lethal.
They're going to go right back to it. Rollinson looking for a deep ball for Hannigan, just over his head. Will fall incomplete. Good coverage by August on the outside for the Lancers. Second down and 10.
Yeah, Hannigan didn't have a lot of wiggle room there. Rollinson tried to get a little far, so Hannigan had to reach for it, but just out of reach for Hannigan.
Rams continue to keep their foot on the gas, even on an incompletion. Rollinson under center. It's a sweep to the outside with Cole Summers. Once again, good block by Beauregard to get him the outside across the 40. Nicholson and Amaral combined to knock down 2 defenders on the outside. It will be 3rd down.
The 3rd down, here's a big moment, Will. If you're the Rams, you want to get around this Malden Catholic defense. I believe you told me just a few minutes ago that your brother is actually blocking a player who has D1 offers already.
Yeah, big number 8 Figueroa on the outside, and he's going to be the one to jump this time around. So Ben Wilson with the death note by word, you could say. Immediately, a penalty will be called on offside against the Lancers, and it'll be a first down getting picked up for the Rams.
Yeah, we've seen that a few times this season. We've seen Rollinson go for the false start there, and he's been really well at throwing off some defensive lines with them jumping. So Rollinson with that play there, that was very smart by the Rams. It's going to move him up.
Aiden Nicholson has not been shy of his pursuit to play college and football at the next level too, so a little matchup between two guys in the playoffs, putting it all on the table. 10:42 left in the first quarter. Rollinson in a tight formation will send Cole Summers in motion. Hand off to Summers, the motion man again. Another good block upfield, and it'll be close to a first down. Justin Amaral, another big block. The whole side of that right offensive line, and Phoenix Beauregard getting dirty in the trenches. Second down and short for the Rams.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of Summers today. We've seen a lot of Summers in motion.
They're actually going to move the chains, give him the first down. Rams will go quickly. It's a sweep with Hannigan to the outside again, and he's going to get upfield down to about the 40-yard line. They'll spot him at the 39. First down was already picked up, so second down coming up. Here we go. Second down. About 8 is where they spot that last run by Hannigan. They're going to go up the middle with Phoenix Beauregard, who will fight behind that offensive line and get a decent run.
Off tackle.
It's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Khalil O'Brien will check in. Hannigan will come out. Third down for the Rams.
Well, it's only been a couple of minutes. We've seen a lot of chippiness so far. I've seen helmets shake. I've seen a couple of hands go in the air. It's a matchup that obviously means a lot for both teams, but it's getting chippy, Will.
That it is. Khalil O'Brien will go in motion and take the snap. Hand off to Beauregard up the middle, who gets stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten half a yard on the forward progress, but it will be a fourth down, a decision to make for Aruka.
Yeah, big decision. You're at the 35-yard line. You're close to the end zone. I think they're going for it here, Will.
That they are. Fourth down. Man going to go in motion. Not able to get anyone to jump off sides with the hard count. 9:30 to go in the first quarter. Opening drive for the Rams leads to a fourth down and 2. Rollinson in the gun. He's got Beauregard to his right. Cole Summers will go in motion once again. Rollinson tries to keep it himself, but instantly gets let up. And I think the coaching staff wanted him to hand that one off to Summers, but Rollinson thought he had the gap. It will be a turnover on downs for the Rams.
Yeah, not what you want on the first drive of the game, but the Rams, they put all their effort out there. Well, they tried to do the little trick play with Rollinson there. Didn't work out. Hopefully they bounce back on the next drive, but for now, the defensive unit's on the field.
And this defensive unit has been dominant the past couple of weeks. Have not let up a whole bunch of points. Turnovers, interceptions, it's been everywhere for the Rams. Here we go on a 1st and 10. They're going to line up in a Wildcat formation early here for the Lancers. Take the snap, take it to the outside, a lot of green grass, and a huge run for Malden Catholic. That was Wadland all the way to the outside.
First down for the Lancers.
Tertian there to block as well. It'll be a first down on a quick pop play for the Lancers.
The Lancers, they're coming off that loss to Xavier 27-6. So they're definitely looking to bounce back here, definitely have some attitude coming into this game. But they're facing a hard Rams defense that's been borderline unstoppable this entire year.
Yeah, the playoffs are a whole different game, and hopefully the Rams can hold on. Now they're going to go back in a traditional formation. This is Mercer, I believe, in the gun for Malden Catholic. We'll get these names as we go through the game. We'll take the snap, and it's a quarterback power to the outside. Look at the speed by Malden Catholic. A 2-play touchdown drive on the quick explosiveness from Dominic Mercier.
Wow, just like that, he got away from the defensive line. That was a great block by the offensive line, providing the gap. Quarterback got right through. Somebody tried, I couldn't tell who it was, but somebody tried to trip him up before he got into the end zone, but he just got away too fast. So he's definitely somebody the Rams need to watch out for.
I mean, definitely, if you weren't aware about number 10 for Malden Catholic, you are now. Dominic Mercier, the junior with a set of wheels on him.
Forio on for the extra point.
Forio here to attempt the extra point on an early Malden Catholic touchdown. Rams have been known to go and try and block these. Almost got there this time. Jamison Bongelotti just a second behind. Kick is good for Malden Catholic, a 7-0 lead, but it took them only 2 plays to find the end zone.
Yeah, 2 plays in both plays. They picked up the first down. First play was a nice run to handed off to the running back. He got a lot of green grass for the first down, provided some nice space for the quarterback to have that sneak there. Took it to the end zone. So the Rams defense definitely needs to watch the run game of Malden Catholic.
I mean, the speed of Malden Catholic, you saw it on the outside just instantly with the running back, and then with Mercier just being able to get to the outside with speed. I mean, the Rams have played some quick quarterbacks, but that it was some serious wheels. Haven't seen that in a while from an opposing team's quarterback.
Yeah, the last time we saw that was really the Hingham quarterback when he was getting past the defense left and right. Before that, it was mainly Chris Vargas for St. John's Prep. So it's been a while since we've seen a quarterback as versatile as him.
Speaking of Hingham, if they win tonight, that is who the Rams will take on next. If they win, this one will be fielded deep for the Rams on the kickoff. Big move upfield, but instantly tackled. Set up shot with Hannigan at about the 22-yard line of the Rams offense, who turned it over on downs with a 4th down they didn't get. Will retake the field.
Yeah, definitely looking to bounce back from that 4th and 2. I mean, they had it for a second, but Rollinson tried to keep it himself. Couldn't have the room, but I think the Rams are going to bounce back on this one here, Will.
Little bit of those early playoff jitters potentially for the Rams, but everyone else has looked clean. That O-line doing good work, just but a yard and a half short from that first down marker on the last drive. Started off in a first down and 10. Beauregard is your back with Rollinson in the gun. He will send D'Antonio in motion, but a fumbled snap. I think the Rams should have been able to fall on that one, and they do. But another early miscue for the Rams.
Yeah, not exactly sure what happened there. I think it was a low snap. Rollinson maybe didn't have a lot of communication there, lost control, ball came out. So now it's going to be 2nd and 10 here.
A little bit further, they backed him up with a lost yardage. It was 2nd and long. Rollinson with Beauregard in the backfield as well. Khalil O'Brien comes in for a 2 tight end set. Gonna take the snap, try to hand it off to Beauregard. Not a whole lot of room, just about a yard. Now it's gonna be 3rd and long coming up for the Rams, who are a net negative on this drive.
Yeah, not what you wanted for the Rams, as Hannigan and Williams will both enter the game here.
And Williams goes in as that passing back. He converted the first down last time on a screen play. See how it looks this time around. Rollinson with Williams lined up to his right. He'll send Khalil O'Brien in motion, take the snap. Rollinson will look to throw, and a deep ball will be chucked up and will fall incomplete. Intended for Khalil O'Brien. Good coverage once again by August. And the Rams are going to be forced to punt.
Yeah, we haven't seen something like that in a while. Well, we've been playing a couple of easy teams that the Rams have been able to chip away at. It's been a while since we've had an unsuccessful drive, but right there, the Rams unsuccessful there. Hopefully, they try to read the defense a little better, bounce back, and try to get to the end zone.
It will be a punt away for the Rams. Cole Summers, who's done the duties. Rams haven't had to punt a whole lot in the past couple of games. This time they will. Snap is good. Summers with plenty of time to get a boot on this one. Going to take a good bounce for the Rams. It's fumbled. Ball is loose. Did Marshfield get on top of it? Waiting for the call. Which way is it going? The official still bottom of the pile. And it will stay Malden Catholic. So close to a turnover there for the Rams.
Yeah, I can't tell who that was, but they bobbled the punt there. Rams tried to get on top of it. Refs are going to call it as a Lancer ball, but that was a big scare there.
So close to Tim Stiles getting in there and making a play. Close but no cigar for the Rams. 7:14 to go. And at the 38-yard line is where the Lancers will take over. Mercier back in at quarterback. He had the rushing touchdown early. He will take the snap, hand it off to the back. This time around, no room to go for him. Good job by the defensive line of the Rams. Tackle for only a gain of 1. It was Trevion Turner on the carry.
And this is the big thing about the Rams. Well, they learned from their mistakes. They saw how impactful the run game is for the Lancers, so now they're going to make sure to cover the run game a little better, as Charlie Leach made the tackle there. So the Rams are definitely watching the run game a little more after that first drive.
Trevion Turner lined up in the backfield. He's also doing a little bit of corner action today for the Rams. 2nd down and 8. Handoff to Turner once again. Good tackle made on the outside. Keegan Holt in on the action with Will Scott. It'll be 3rd down.
Keegan Holt picking up his 60th tackle of the season right there. He's in 3rd place overall for defensive tackles.
6:23 and counting for Mercier and the offense. Big 3rd down coming up, about a 3rd and 6. They're going to break the huddle with 2 receivers top of your screen. Figaro at the bottom, covered by Bongelati. Mercier will drop back, pressure coming by Leaf, but he'll throw it to the flat, and a good hit on the outside by the Rams will keep him away from that first down. A huge open field tackle made.
Now this is big. The receiver there was just a little shy of the first down, so this is a big question. Are you going to go for it here? And it looks like they won't.
They're lined up for it. 4th and 1. I believe Mercier's still in there, so that's going to be the key tell. And that he is.
Well, this is where I like to say, well, it's time for the Rams to put up the brick wall.
And hopefully they can here. 4th and 1. It's a wildcat formation. Run up the middle, and he had just enough to pick up that first down. Wadlin on the carry in the wildcat will move the chains for the Lancers. Make sure the spot is right here. Yeah, plenty for a first down, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, it was the O-line that really helped the running back there, just push through for the first down. It's 4th and 1. It's hard to block something like that. So the quick 4th and 1 picked up, but Rams keeping the Lancers on their toes.
It's like the high school equivalent of a tush push there. It's just Wildcat. Pound it right through the middle. 1st and 10. Mercier will take the snap, and whistle will be blown. I think we had a false start against the Lancers, so we'll back them up 5. Replay 3rd down. Sean Folan will come back in and bring a little bit more size to that D-line.
Dead ball. False start against the Lancers. Back him up 5.
Yeah, Sean Fulton, we see him on the D line quite often, but can't forget about that St. John's Prep game where he had that 2-point conversion against them. So Sean Fulton, we've seen him on all sorts of sides of the ball.
Just a big dude who can move with a lot of size. It's good to have a guy like that. You can scheme him up. As you said, the 2-point conversion a couple of weeks ago, or really early in the season. That was St. John's Prep. Time flies in the Rams season. On 1st and 15, Mercier going to quarterback run to the outside again. This time he'll be tripped up after a gain of 5. That's how he scored the opening touchdown of the game. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, as you mentioned there, he scored the opening touchdown that way, so the Rams definitely don't want to let him get away.
Got to keep an eye on that now. The mobile quarterbacks have been a problem for the Rams this year. Second down and 10. Mercier lined up in the gun, back lined up to his left. Take the snap. Mercier will drop back, look to throw. Screen pass is knocked away. The Rams were all over that one, not fooled at all. Knocked down that screen. 3rd and 10 coming up. Connor Scott will come back in. Alex Herbert will come in to bring a pass rush.
Now it's 3rd and 10 here. Well, this is a big opportunity for the Rams to make the stop and get the ball back.
Scott brothers will wear number 38. Will wears 36, I believe. Connor wears 56. Connor wears 58. I'm sure Mrs. Scott is out there telling me I have that wrong. But we'll check the roster back. It's a 3rd and 10. Mercier in the gun. We'll send a man in motion from left to right. Take the snap, look to throw. Ball will be caught on the outside. Screen pass, but the Rams are there to make the tackle short of the marker. But it's a manageable 4th down. Be about a 4th and 5, give or take a yard for Malden Catholic.
That was Keegan holding on the tackle there, Will. Made the trip up there, holding onto the foot of the receiver, making sure he didn't go anywhere. Now I believe the Lancers are going to punt this on the way.
They're getting set to punt it away. Will's 58, Connor's 56. There we go. Figured it out. After all these games, you'd think I have it, but those two twins took a lot of light. Ryan Medeiros got a jump, and he almost got there. So close to a block.
Be a flag, Will,
a
for
flag is
going
to come in. A costly penalty for the Rams. Ryan Medeiros was so close to getting the block, and it's going to lead to a penalty.
Not something you want to have happen as soon as the Rams tried to block the kick. Just bumped into the Lancers kicker there. He went down. I think he's going to get called as a roughing the kicker.
Should be, and it's going to be a 1st down, I believe, as well. Move this thing forward. A costly penalty for the Marshfield Rams. They're still working out where they're going to spot it, but the offense is getting ready to retake the field for the side of Malden Catholic. Again, another costly penalty for the Rams, which we haven't really seen that since BR.
Yeah, Bridgewater Raynham, I made that comment that the refs were throwing more times than the quarterback was, but yeah, it's really, we haven't seen stuff like that since Bridgewater Raynham. Bridgewater Raynham was ridiculous with the amount of penalties that were being thrown. We worked maybe an hour overtime because there were so many penalties stopping the clock. But yeah, the penalties is definitely what the Rams need to work on.
Yeah, that was a marathon of a game for us. About a 3.5-hour runtime we had here on MCM. 3:13 to go in the 1st quarter, and the penalty on the Rams will lead to a 1st down. Wildcat formation once again, getting to the outside on a big cut. That is Wadlin.
Wadlin to the outside.
Decent gain for Malden Catholic. Not able to move the chains yet. It'll be 2nd down. Gave him 6 yards on the carry, so a 2nd down and 4 coming up for the Rams defense, who's held on so far since the big touchdown, Ben.
Yeah, we've seen the Rams hold up against that touchdown there. Like I said before, the Rams learned from their mistakes, so definitely want to watch the run game here.
This time they're going to go through the air. Mercier looking to air out a deep ball to Bongelati. It will fall incomplete. No pass interference to be called. Marshfield wants an offensive pass interference because Medeiros and Bongelati both had a shot to go pick that one off. It was intended for Figaro. It'll be incomplete. Third down coming up.
Bongelati, you can't get anything past him, Will. I mean, really. He's got 7 passes deflected on the season. He's been all over the place, locking down receivers.
Third down and 4, and the Rams would love a stop here with 2:24 to go in the first quarter. Mercier in the gun. He will take the snap, handoff up the middle, and a big run, and first down yardage will be picked up for Malden Catholic. It was Travion Turner on the run, and that should move the chains for MC, excuse me. I'm used to last year with Catholic Memorial. And it is enough for a first down.
Now the Rams got to watch out here, Will. Past the 40-yard line. This is a big opportunity to get towards the end zone here.
Rams crowd trying to get their team into it. Minute 50 to go in the first quarter. Wildcat formation with Turner once again lined up in the shotgun. Gonna take the snap. It was Mercier, excuse me, who will pitch it to the outside to Wadlin. Flag is gonna come in, and they're gonna knock them with a hold on the side of Malden Catholic. Flag came down. Back this one up. Should replay first down with a 1st and 20.
Yeah, 1st and 20. This is big for the Rams to make an easy stop here. Try to get the ball back and at least try to score before halftime.
It's been a sloppy game so far. Been a couple of penalties on both sides. Really hindered what has been a very explosive game so far with the explosive plays. Mercier with the touchdown run, 40-plus yards, and Ryan Medeiros almost getting a fumble, or sorry, that was Tim Stiles almost getting a fumble. Ryan Medeiros almost blocking a punt. Penalties have really killed the flow of this game.
Yeah, we've seen the penalties push back both teams here, so that's something that both of these teams need to watch out for. We've seen the Rams have a lot of costly penalties, but the Lancers also making the same mistake here.
First down and 20 coming up. Malden Catholic. Mercier going to hand this one off to Turner up the middle. Sean Folan there to get him from behind for a minimal gain. Second down.
Turner on the carry. Sean Folan on the stop.
Sean Folan, 13 tackles on the season, 2 points as I mentioned earlier. We see him on all sides of the ball. He's going to come out for, I believe, a Scott brother to go in.
Will Scott will come in. Make this a second down, and I believe 18 is the mark. As the wind starts to pick up a little bit here from James G. The final seconds of the first quarter. Mercier will drop back and look to throw. Plenty of time. Ball over the middle is caught. Close to a first down. That one was reeled in by McDermott. Depending on the spot.
Short.
And they're going to get him just short. So third down coming up. But a huge chunk play for the Lancers.
Yeah, it's a nice pass right down the middle. Quarterback hit his receiver there. Something the Rams also need to watch out for. We mentioned the run game being lethal, but now the Rams need to watch out for the pass game as well.
Here we go, third down and 1. Hard count by Mercier will not get the Rams to jump. Travion Turner lined up in the backfield. Take the snap, hand off Turner up the middle. Plenty of yardage for a first down and more. So he will fall down inside the 15-yard line to the 14 for the Rams. And once again, Malden Catholic moves the chains.
They're not going to snap the ball again.
And we're getting to the end of the first quarter here. They're going to spot the chains. We're on the clock. That is going to do it for first quarter action here from James G. Anderson Field. Rams down a touchdown after 1 in the first round of the playoffs. We'll be back in just a moment.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions,
Biviano General Contracting,
Road to Responsibility.
Welcome back to James G. Anderson Field, second quarter action getting ready. And Malden Catholic trying to extend to a 2-touchdown lead in Marshfield Ram territory. Mercier going to go under center. No, it's a wildcat. They're going to throw this ball overshot. A little bit of a trick play for Wadlin. Will fall incomplete. Second down coming up. That looked like their wildcat formation, but Mercier was lined up slightly under center, just a little bit off so the snap could get there. Trick play won't go. Second down.
There's Leon Jean Louise on the coverage there. He's got 36 tackles on the season. He's a good player on the defensive side of things for the Rams.
Second down coming up. Mercier will line up in the gun with Turner in the backfield. It's a quarterback power up the middle. Huge burst of speed. Dylan Burrow will take him down. But another big gain for the quarterback. Sophomore quarterback of Malden Catholic. He's a junior, excuse me. But it'll be third down.
Dylan Burrow, a guy that I mentioned on the pregame show that I wanted to see make some plays. He's got 6 sacks. He leads the team in sacks. He also has a forced fumble and 38 tackles on the season. Great player for the Rams defense. I want to see him make some good plays tonight.
Definitely a name that you're going to hear us say more than once over here, as he has been very good. Be a third down and about 6 coming up for the Lancers. Mercier in the gun. He'll drop back, look to throw, plenty of time. He'll escape to the outside. He's got green grass. Now it's the backtrack the other way. Throw a ball to the end zone. That is waiting for the call.
I believe he was out of bounds, Will. No.
They call it a touchdown. So Mercier's pass will go complete on a scramble. The improvisation from the junior quarterback. And the Lancers about to take a 2-touchdown lead.
That's surprising, Will. From here, it didn't look like he got both feet in, but can't argue with the ref's call.
I'm sure all of you at home, if you're able, are rewinding that one to see if it was in fact a touchdown. The extra point from Ferroyo will go through the uprights and good. And in the first minute of second quarter action, the Rams face one of their biggest deficits of the year aside from the St. John's Prep game.
Yeah, we haven't seen the Rams down 14-0 in the first half in a while. The first time, I believe, it was St. John's Prep, really, like you said, Will. So it's been a while since we've seen the Rams down like this, but hopefully they can bounce back, get the offense back on the field towards the end zone at least once before the end of the first half. So we'll see what happens here, Will.
Yeah, the offense going to be a big part of that. Because again, the Rams, we thought they were going to get those 2 home playoff games. It's only 1, so you want to build confidence here and obviously win the game, but a little MIAA stuff going on. Hingham listed as the 4 seed, Marshfield as the 5, even though they won in that head-to-head. So just a singular home playoff game if everything goes as planned for the Rams. This one will take a bounce at about the 10-yard line for Cole Summers, who will be knocked down. Another great play on special teams made, and you can see that whole sideline. Malden Catholic fired up after the hit.
Yeah, they're trying to intimidate the Rams here. Well, they're trying to throw them off their game, but I don't think the Rams are fazed by that. They're blocking out the noise. They're just going to go to the huddle, focus on getting the ball towards the end zone.
First down and 10 for a Rams offense who really needs to put a good drive together that ends in points. First down and 10, Beauregard is the back with Rawlinson. Both Summers brothers out there with Luke Richardson and Cole Hannigan. Rawlinson will send Summers in motion, take the snap. Rawlinson lost the ball again and will just have to fall on it. Another mental mistake for the Rams where they're going to be starting off in 2nd and long now.
Yeah, that's back-to-back drives where the first snap of the drive was fumbled there. Not what you want if you're Marshfield.
They're going to go under center this time. Rawlinson will hand it off to Beauregard. A flag is going to come in. And someone from Marshfield might have jumped early. The flag was thrown all the way by the back judge, standing at about the 50.
Still not sure what the call is here, Will.
We wait anxiously here to find out the call.
The suspense is killing me, Will. What's going to happen?
I mean, we're changing hash marks now, so it's a penalty against Malden Catholic.
If it's against Malden Catholic, it's a good way to bounce back from that fumble earlier, Will.
12 men on the field. There we go. So that's the call. So this will make it just a second down and 11 for the Rams after the early fumble on the drive. Rollinson will send a man in motion. Take the snap. No, it's a hard count, and he got the Lancers to jump. So back-to-back penalties by Malden Catholic. Make it a second down and 5 for the Rams, instantly recovering from their early mistake.
Yeah, it was a great way for the Rams to bounce back. Rollinson making him jump there. That's the second time today that Rollinson has made the defense of Malden Catholic jump. So now 2nd and 5, good field position here for the Rams.
Second down for Rollinson. Both Coles, Hannigan and Summers lined up bottom of your screen. As Aiden Summers will join them. It's a screen. Cole Summers on the outside, gets a block from his brother to the 25, and will go to the 30. And first down should be picked up by the Rams. If not, they're about a yard short. We'll see at the spot, and they will give them the yardage. Both Summers brothers getting to the outside. They're going to go quick once again. Rollinson will pitch it to Hannigan on the outside. Nowhere to go. And an instant loss of yards. These first downs for the Rams have not worked at all, Ben.
Yeah, it's really the 2nd or 3rd down that we see a big play happen for Marshfield. First downs haven't been going too well for the Rams. Hopefully they bounce back here. And now looks like there's some miscommunication on the sideline, but regardless, the Rams line up here.
Second down and 15 now. Another 5-yard loss for the Rams. Rollinson hands off to Beauregard, who got a big jump by Phoenix Beauregard. We'll get back to the original line of scrimmage and more. Still will be about a 3rd down and call it 6 for the Rams.
Yeah, they're hurrying up here. Well, they're going hurry up mode.
Right to the hurry up with Rollinson on a 3rd down and 6. Hard count will not get anyone to jump. That was Aiden Summers moving in motion. Rams will reset. Aiden Summers to go in motion again. They're going to hand it off to Beauregard through the opposite side, who breaks a tackle and will fall down forward across the 45 to the 46. Phoenix Beauregard does it with his legs.
Phoenix Beauregard, we didn't see him play last week, but he's in for playoffs today, making a big play for the Rams.
Going to go quick once again. It's a sweep to Hannigan on the outside, and a first down goes absolutely nowhere again for the Rams.
And tempers are high on the Marshfield sideline. When I see coaches ripping off their headsets, not happy with the refs here.
Rams want to go quick because they're not exactly set for a second play, and they jump off sides again. How is that against the Rams?
That's interesting, Will. I expected that to be against the Lancers.
The coaching staff for Marshfield fired up right now. Things aren't going their way. Second down and 20 plus coming up for the Rams. Rollinson will go under center. Cole Summers in motion. It's a sweep to Cole Summers on the outside, who's looking to throw. He's got an open receiver. Hannigan reels it in, stays on his feet, falls down inside the 25 for the Rams. Cole Summers to Cole Hannigan on some trickery.
Great play by the Rams. They're throwing off the Lancers by a million. The Lancers didn't see that coming from anywhere. Cole Summers, perfect spiral right into the arms of Hannigan.
And a timeout going to be taken by Malden Catholic as the Rams finally have their big chunk play. We're going to take a quick break here on MCM. We'll be right back.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions,
Biviano General Contracting,
Road to Responsibility.
Welcome back, everyone, at James G. Anderson Field. First round of the playoffs well underway into the second quarter. 7:57 to go in the second. Rams trail 14-0, but a big play from Summers to Hannigan on a trick pass play for the Rams will lead to 1st and 10. Rollinson shotgun once again with Phoenix Beauregard lined up in the backfield. And gets sent in motion, but it's a handoff to Beauregard, who breaks one tackle and will fight behind that offensive line for another big gain for the Rams. Still will be 2nd down, but Beauregard continues to be active on the ground.
Yeah, Beauregard, as I mentioned, we didn't see him last week, but he's in for playoffs here. He leads the team in rush yards with 493, and he also has 5 touchdowns on the season. Beauregard's a great player for the Rams.
He has been good. It's a play action this time. Throw over the middle. That ball is tipped, nearly picked off. Intended for Cole Hannigan. Fall incomplete. 3rd down coming up for the Rams. Ben, again, it feels like maybe earlier in the season, Nate Rollinson just feels like he's like a tick off right now, just a beat behind.
Yeah, I think Rollinson just needs some time to adjust against the Lancers defense. He'll get in the pocket, he'll focus in, and he'll get the ball down the field for the Rams.
Be 3rd down at about 5 for the Rams, who need points in a big way. Take the snap, hand off to Beauregard up the middle, who's going to fall forward. Big run by Phoenix for a 1st down. And the Rams once again look 12's way to move the chains.
Yeah, as we were just talking about Rollinson being a little shaky so far, but we've seen him be shaky at the beginning of a game, but then at the end of the game, we mentioned his name as one of the top players. For example, the Bridgewater-Raynham game had a school record.
So we're going to do the same thing here. It is a run with Beauregard up the middle again. Gain of just a little bit. 2nd down and 8. They give Beauregard 2 yards with the run. Rollinson in the gun, and Giannetti is the back. Going to take the snap, handoff Giannetti up the middle, who will fight behind the offensive line. Get close to that 1st down marker, but will be short. And the run game continues for the Rams with a 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, the Rams are looking at the run game here, Will. They're pounding the rock early with Beauregard and Giannetti. He's still in the backfield.
Giannetti still the back, a hard count. Will not get anyone a jump on the side of Malden Catholic. It's marked as about 3rd and a long 4 for Marshfield. Rollinson, another hard count, will not get anyone to jump. Richardson, Cole Summers, Hannigan, all out there for the Rams. Rollinson will drop back, look to throw. Pressure's coming. He has to step up in the pocket and will break a tackle and fall forward for a 1st down. Nate Rollinson doing it with his legs. Will improv all the way. We're going to see where the spot is. They might have him a yard short, actually.
Yeah, they're calling it 4th down here, Will.
Rollinson got close. They're not going to give him the extra yardage. So a huge play coming up for the Rams. Big 4th down. Beauregard lined up in the backfield. Rollinson in the gun. Hard count. Once again, no one will jump. 4th and inches for the Rams. Man in motion. Rollinson. It's not going to go anywhere. Rollinson won't even get to the line. It's going to be short on a 4th and inches. Another play for the Rams where they did not get set. Didn't get what they wanted. Rollinson was stuck in no man's land, and it's a turnover on downs.
Not what you want if you're the Rams. I mean, you're that close to the end zone. On 4th and 1 there, it's tough to come off the field after a play like that, Will.
I mean, that's you can count a couple of times in this game where the Rams just aren't set. The plays aren't there. They have their big plays with Phoenix, and they move the ball well, but then these plays where they just keep on going backwards have been the Achilles heel for the Rams. And still plenty of time, 5 minutes to go for Mercier and the Lancers to try and put together a drive, handoff up the middle, and a big run by Turner. Turner with a whole bunch of green grass to the 50, 40, 30. Travion Turner with the afterburners and a touchdown for the Lancers. An instant response to Rams turning the ball over. Travion Turner, the senior, with a house call. 90-plus yards. Didn't even need the full 5 minutes, just a couple of seconds.
No, that's all they needed. One play. Offensive line provided a nice gap. He broke right through. Defenses couldn't catch him. Brought it to the house, as you said. Well, now they're going to go for the PAT.
Ferroyo on for the extra point. He has been very good so far. 2 for 2. Chance to make it 3 for 3, and he will do exactly that. 21-0 lead, Ben. The Rams look stunned.
Yeah, we haven't seen the Rams play like this in a while, Will. I mean, the Rams defense and offense both having a hard time here, but hopefully, I assume we're going to go into halftime with the Rams with hopefully at least one score, but I don't know by the looks of it. Hopefully they go to the locker room at halftime, discuss some strategies for the second half, and try to bounce back here because it's been a rough first half for the Rams.
A little bit of drama on the sidelines, too. I think it was a conversation if they wanted to get Nick Drosopoulos out there to kick behind the wind in his favor on a 4th down, but they say no. Will Nicholson and Coach Mulligan over there right now trying to get Drosopoulos' head back in the game. They're still going at it, so we'll keep an eye on that, but kick will be returned by the Rams. This is Jamison Bongiolotti who has a block. Bongiolotti, whole bunch of room out in front, gets another block. Jamison Bongiolotti, touchdown Marshfield. A huge play, a huge response for the Rams. It's the senior captain on the kickoff return, taking it to the house. Instant answer for Marshfield.
You know, I mentioned just before that play that it would be hard for the Rams to try to get down the field with only 5 minutes left until halftime. I take everything I said back. Jamison Bongiolotti, huge kickoff return, takes it to the house. Rams respond to that one play against the Lancers. Rams on the board.
2 plays, 2 touchdowns here from James G. In the span of in-game time, it was about 30 seconds we had 2 touchdowns. As Bongiolotti will call everyone in. It looks like they might go for 2. No, they thought about it. Now we'll bring everyone in, and Drosopoulos will get to attempt the extra point.
Drosopoulos on for the extra point.
Bongiolotti, the touchdown man to hold. Drosopoulos will kick this one through the uprights, and good. That's quite a way to respond for the Rams. You give up a big 90-yard touchdown, just take the kickoff to the house. Seems as easy as that.
Yeah, exactly. We've actually seen a couple of kickoffs go pretty far. We had that one with Cole Hannigan against St. John's Prep. Of course, it got called back because of the penalty, but shows the Rams are pretty good at special teams.
Yeah, it's been a huge point of emphasis for the Rams thus far. Special teams have always been very important. Coach Landry, Shaq, always on it. It's a huge facet of the game that goes overlooked because in a playoff game, I mean, when you have a guy as fast as Bongiolotti who's able to just take the kickoff that was kicked a little short and just house call it, it just changes the whole game.
Yeah, Bongiolotti responding to that drive by the Lancers with the one play there. Bongiolotti with another one play, gets it right to the house.
4:51 to go in the first half, and Marshfield would love to get a quick stop, get the ball back, see what they can do from there. Drosopoulos, big kick from Nick. It will be returned by the Lancers. Trying to get to the outside, makes a cut back. A flag is going to come in, and this is a good return and a whole bunch of room coming in. Will finally be knocked out of bounds. That was Wadlin, but a flag is going to come in, and this one will be heading back. 21 for the Rams. That is Thomas Sullivan, who was a little banged up after the play. He'll be walked over and treated to on the sideline. This one will back way, way out. They will back this one up. They're going to spot it at the 15-yard line. First and 10.
Ball is holding against the Lancers.
Coming up for the Lancers. Mercier will send a man in motion. It was a one-play touchdown for them on their last drive. Sweep to Wadlin on the outside, gets by Burrow. Still moving, but able to wrap him up and take him out of bounds is the Rams. Good pursuit there. Flag going to come in, and a hold will back them up even further.
Back-to-back tough penalties for the Lancers, backing them up. Not what the Lancers want, but it's what the Rams need.
Ben, I don't want to stick on this for too long because we're probably going to let it go after this, but it was still on the sideline. Nick Drosopoulos still very upset about something.
Yeah, I think it was when the Rams were going for it on 4th and 1 when they were inside the 10. I think they could have easily given it to him. He would have put it through the uprights. So I think he's just a little upset they didn't go with him there after the first time they went for a 4th and short and they got stopped. Then I think Drosopoulos thought that instead of going for it, they might as well put him on the field.
And that carried all the way over through the special teams touchdown that they had. And he's calmed down since, and Cleo O'Brien's still talking to him now. But correction on that penalty, it was a face mask on the Rams. So we'll make it a further first down and 10. Mercier in the gun. Wadlin the back, he will drop back. Mercier will look to throw. Pressure's coming. Burrow gonna track him down from the outside. That ball is thrown and off the hands of his intended receiver. A flag gonna come in. That was so late. Intended for McDermott. It might be a dead ball foul on the Rams.
Flag on the play.
And I think they're going to knock 25, Ryan Medeiros, who has been a physical player all year. Once again, another just useless penalty for the Rams, a penalty that had no impact on the play.
Personal foul against the Rams.
This is going to give the Lancers a lot of space here, Will.
I mean, this started on their own 15-yard line, and penalties have pushed it all the way to their own 40. "25 yards of penalty yardage not going in the Rams' favor. First down and 10, Mercier, quarterback power to the right side. Flag is going to come in on a hold. Good pursuit by Ryan Bergamesca, Jamison Bonchalotti, Charlie Leach. Good play won't matter. This one will back up, and we will replay first down once again.
I believe it was holding against the Lancers there, Will, backing them up. So that's a good way to bounce back from them getting pushed forward. They're going to get pushed right back. It's the penalties that's been killing both teams here, Will.
It's penalty game again. 4:16 left to go in the first half.
Holding against the Lancers.
They will back them up. Only a 2-touchdown lead, so again, if you can get a nice stop here, give yourself 2 or 3 minutes left to push down the field. The Lancers will break the huddle on a first down and 15. The effort by Wadlin not make it a 1st and 20. Mercier will take the snap, play action. He will roll out to the outside. Dylan Burrow trying to track him down. Can't quite get there, but the rest of the Rams are there to lay a good hit. Charlie Leach in there on the stop. It will be a gain of 5 and 3rd and 10 coming up for the Lancers.
Yeah, Charlie's absolute animal out there for the Rams. He walked into today's game with 86 tackles, obviously going to walk out with more. He's the senior captain, a well-earned position for him. We've seen him in all sorts of tackles for the Rams.
Correction, it was a replay first down, so it'll be second down right now for the Lancers. Second down and 10. Clock continues to run. Second down and 10. It's a wildcat formation for the Lancers. We'll take the snap with Wadlin looking for blocks on the outside, and not a whole lot of room to go. Clock will continue to run under 3 minutes. A third down coming up for the Lancers.
Now in third down, this is a big opportunity for the Rams. Will, I always like to say it, it's time to put up the brick wall.
It's been your new thing. Ben Brickwall Wilson is back to,
That's me.
to put it up. Also a tradition from a couple of years ago, Mo Bamba continues to play on the speaker on big third downs. Coined by that Marshfield defense back in 2023. Big third down, 3rd and 8 coming up for the Lancers in the Wildcat. Wadlin trying to get up the middle once again, but he is stuffed behind the line of scrimmage. Sean Folan in there to make a stop. Great job by the Rams. 4th down will come up. Coach Aruka will take a timeout to stop the clock. 2 minutes of some change left for the Rams to go. We're going to take a quick break here on MCM. We'll be right back.
MCM coverage of MHS sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions,
Biviano General Contracting,
Road to Responsibility.
Welcome back, everyone. A 4th down coming up for the Lancers, who are going to punt this one away. And the Rams will have 2:11 to go in the half, with time to put a drive together. They're showing block right now. They've gotten close a couple of times, but they will not pursue. This one will be kicked deep and out of bounds, and no chance for a Cole Summers return, as it will settle in at about the 25-yard line. So Rams with a chance. They have to go 75 yards in 2 minutes to get into the end zone.
You know, well, we saw that trick play with Cole Summers earlier, and that was a big gain of yardage for the Rams. So you know what? I think it's very possible.
I mean, the way that this offense has played, the explosiveness that they have, could easily lead to some quick points. 2:04 after the hang time of 7 seconds on the punt. Rollinson line up in the gun. Will take the snap. Rollinson will drop back and look to throw over the middle. That ball off his intended receiver, Cole Hannigan. It's good coverage there by Thurston. Thurston, excuse me. It will be 2nd down. Second down and 10. Rollinson will go empty. Send a man in motion. Rollinson looking to throw. Screen pass will be caught by Hannigan, who was going to get a block by McGowan to the outside. Going to be short of 1st down yardage, but a much more manageable 3rd for the Rams.
Yeah, 3rd manageable here. This should be a good pickup for the Rams. Minute 52. Rollinson might try to throw off the Lancers and try to get them to jump off sides. But we've seen a lot of Cole Hannigan today here, Will. We've seen him. We've seen Cole Summers a lot as well. It's really been those two on the receiving game for the Rams today.
Feels like it's been the most touches that Hannigan has seen in a game thus far. He's gotten the ball a lot. It'll be 3rd and 1. Bogard lined up in the backfield. Rollinson will hand it off to Bogard up the middle. Will get enough for a 1st down. Minute 47 left for the Rams, who got to get their foot on the gas a little bit. Fresh set of downs. Rollinson. Send Cole Summers in motion. Take the snap, play action. Rollinson will look to throw. Back the other way to Aiden Summers, who gets a block. Aiden Summers, 40, 30, throwing on the wheels. They are not going to catch him. Aiden Summers with a burst of speed. Marshfield scores again. Makes it a 1-touchdown game.
Cole Summers, the big tight end, will turn it on the Jets. We've seen him use his speed before. Right there, perfect play there for the big tight end. Great drive by the Rams. Only took a few plays to get it to him. Aiden Summers, that's his 3rd touchdown of the season. Big play.
Huge blocks on the outside. I couldn't get the numbers that it was on the offensive line, but they laid some great hits to get Aiden Summers out in space. as Chrysopoulos will get on to attempt the extra point, and we'll kick it through the uprights, and good. 21-14, exactly what the Rams were looking for. End off the half with a touchdown, and 1:25 if the defense can hold on. With everything that's happened this game, you'll take it as a net win for the Rams.
Yeah, now making it a one-score game. This is big for the Rams. Aiden Summers, he's got 205 receiving yards on the season, and as I mentioned, he has his third touchdown with that one there. So he's been a great player receiving for the Rams.
You can hear that whole line getting fired up on our shotgun mic here. That feels like the burst of energy that the Rams needed, Ben. You're down 21-0. Bongiolotti takes one back for a touchdown, and then Aiden Summers with a huge play. That's exactly what you were looking for.
Yeah, it's been two big touchdowns. It hasn't been a run up the middle where you're close to the end zone. It's been big plays to run it all the way down the field towards the end zone. That's what's been catching the Lancers off the guard here, Will.
Chrysopoulos will kick this one from his own 40. And a huge kick by Nick Chrysopoulos, not a chance for a return. Gonna land in the end zone. And D'Antonio talking instantly.
Talking a little smack after the play. No problem, Will. It's playoffs. It's gonna get chippy.
Well, that's who this Rams team are. You know, they might not be the biggest, they might not be the fastest, but man, do these guys have heart for the game, and do they do some yapping to back it up?
Our dance team, our cheerleaders, and our pep band.
Minute 25 to go in the half. Marshfield down by a touchdown, and now just going to try and keep the Lancers out of the end zone. Mercier will take the snap, drop back, look to throw. Plenty of time. Going to air this one out. That ball is caught, and he's going to bring a tackle to the 50. Finally will be thrown out of bounds, but another huge chunk play for the Lancers, going to get him within striking distance with 1:13 to go.
That one caught the Rams off guard, Will. The Rams didn't see that one coming. Receiver broke a couple tackles, was able to take it for a few more yards. Now they're in really good field position here with 1:13 to go.
Andrew Noble on the reception for Malden Catholic. 1:13 to go in the half. Rams would love to keep him out of the end zone. Wadlin going to go in motion. Mercier going to take the snap, but as a false start against Malden Catholic, so we'll back up 5 more yards.
That's been a big setback for the Lancers here tonight. Will they make a big play, then all of a sudden they get pushed back a few yards because of an unnecessary penalty.
Keegan Holt will come out. They're going to bring another DB into the game. Leon Jean Luis will be that extra corner. First down and 15. Mercier will send Wadlin in motion once again. He will take the snap and look to throw. Pressure's coming. Burrow has to escape to the outside, and Mercier just going to try and run this one, and Ryan Medeiros will force him out of bounds. Good run by Mercier to get the penalty yardage back. Second down.
Ryan Medeiros.
Now third down, this is big opportunity for the Rams, or excuse me, second down, this is big opportunity for the Rams to make a stop here. Only, I believe, 2nd and 10. So now this is big. Rams can make a stop here, run up the clock, try to end the first half, only down by a score.
Second down and 10. Mercier going to drop back, throw this one. It's caught by Figueroa to the outside. Jamison Bongiolotti will force him out of bounds.
Figueroa steps out of bounds.
Marshfield thought they were going to get a fumble, but the whistle was blown well before that one came out. Connor Scott comes out. Alex Herbert comes in on a 3rd down and 3.
3rd and 3. As I always like to say, Will, it's time for the brick wall.
53 seconds left to go in the half. Mercier with a back to his left in the shotgun. It's a quarterback power up the middle. Mercier trying to fight for that extra yardage, and it looks like he did get enough for a first down. No, the official says inches. Mark him short by inches. 40 seconds left to go, and a decision to be made. Connor Scott comes back in. 33 seconds. Offense stays on the field. for Malden Catholic. Mercier, quarterback power has enough for the first down. And the clock will stop at 26 until they move the chains.
Timeout, Malden Catholic.
That was a
Malden
big
Catholic.
opportunity. Malden Catholic, they're going hurry-up mode there on that play. I think they caught the Rams a little bit off guard. Rams were trying to throw in some heavy defensive power. But unfortunately for the Rams, it's going to be a first down for Malden Catholic. But 26 seconds to go, all they have to do is make the stop and try to run out the clock until halftime.
And 26 seconds left to go in the half. Once we do hit halftime, we ask you to stick around. We'll take a quick break when we do go to the half. And then me, Jack Hughes, and Ben Wilson will be back for the halftime report brought to you by South Shore Car Service. So make sure you stick around for that. We'll be talking everything first half. And I'm sure Jack Hughes is fired up after a couple of those big plays for the Rams. So hang around for that. Should be a good one. Again, we talked about Malden Catholic a little bit earlier. They started off 3-1. They've lost 4 in a row, so haven't won a game since September, like early September maybe, or late September, maybe early October, but still putting together a good performance so far against the Rams. First down and 10. Mercier with 26 seconds to go will drop back. Plenty of time to throw. Herbert coming off the edge. Can't get a Mercier. Good escape again. Charlie Leach will help clean up Cosman's initial tackle over the middle. Be a short run for the junior quarterback. Another timeout going to be taken with 16 seconds left.
Yeah, Lancers is going to take the timeout, try to stop the clock so they have enough time to get to the end zone. I mean, 16 seconds, it's hard to do, but we've seen the Lancers have a lot of great plays, so I believe that they, if they can, could.
Mercier has been able to get so creative with his legs. I mean, the way he's able to escape, and that's what's given the Rams problems. I mean, if that was a quarterback who isn't as elusive as him, I mean, it's most likely that Alex Herbert's going to come in and make the play, just not able to quite get there in time. The Lancers will retake the field. They got a timeout left, Ben, so still a chance to go over the middle and pick up some more yardage.
Yeah, I predict that's what's going to happen. They're going to just try to get some yardage, take the timeout, and try with probably a final 5 second play to get to the end zone.
Correction, I think they might be out of timeouts now.
Timeout, Marshfield.
Marshfield going to take a timeout. They wanted to see what it was going to look like. So correction on that. I can see it up on the scoreboard right now, which big shout out to Build Something Special and all the work that they do putting that scoreboard together. Made a couple of changes this year. We can actually see it this time around, no glare, so shout out to Robin Aruka able to put that one together. But it is only one timeout remaining for the Rams and none for the Lancers. So Ben, they kind of have to go end zone or nothing here, or they have to get up, run a play, spike it, and then go from there.
Yeah, I predict they're going to try to get to the end zone here. I mean, 16 seconds to go, no timeouts. I assume they can at least get, if they don't get one play, they can try to get a second play in. But I think they're going to go for the end zone here, Will.
Yeah. Game plan is probably you take a shot at the end zone. If it's not there, you take something underneath and hope that you can get up in time to spike. Second down and 8 for the Lancers, trying to score before the end of the first half. Mercier will take the snap, look to throw. Plenty of time in the pocket, but it starts to run out as the pressure will come. He's going to air this one to the end zone, but it will just be thrown out of bounds. Intended for Figaro. Bongialotti with great coverage. Third down coming up, 8 seconds left to go.
Like I said, we're looking for the end zone now, 8 seconds. Probably one last play to go for. But the real question is, they could sound on the field goal unit if they wanted to. It's hard to do, though, against the wind.
And you're going against the wind, and again, this is not an easy high school field goal either. So they will stay with the offense. Third down and 8. 8 seconds left to go. Feels like it's end zone or broke here for Malden Catholic. Mercier looking to throw. Plenty of time. Left to escape out to the left. Burho going to track him down. Does he have enough? No. It'll be lobbed to the end zone. That ball is knocked away, incomplete. And a big stop for the Rams. That will do it for the first half. Marshfield trails 21-14, but a good effort in the later part of the half for the Rams. We're going to take a quick break and be right back for our halftime report, brought to you by South Shore Car Service. We'll see you in a minute.
MCM coverage of MHS sports is proudly presented by
Biviano General Contracting.
Biviano General Contracting is Marshfield's leading custom modular house builder. Modular building saves time and money. Only 8 to 12 weeks for the entire build, saving up to 25% of the cost compared to traditional building. We also offer custom deck building, kitchen and bathroom remodels, additions, and house elevations.
More information can be found at bivianocontracting.com.
Repel Pest Solutions. Repel Pest Solutions is a full-service pest control company protecting residential and commercial properties from nuisance pests that carry germs and diseases. They are a small, family-run business from Marshfield, licensed, insured, competitively priced. We work to understand your needs and offer an integrated pest solution that's environmentally friendly. Don't be afraid to bug us. Road to Responsibility. Founded in 1988, Road to Responsibility's mission is to provide the means, the opportunity, and the support necessary to allow citizens with disabilities to take their place as productive members of the community. We are committed to providing all individuals with opportunities to truly live in the community. Through our services, we are proud to enrich and improve the lives of every individual, one person at a time.
Welcome everyone to the halftime report, brought to you by South Shore Car Service, Marshfield's reliable ride to the airport. Travel made simple, safe, and stress-free. Call, text, or email for a quote. Will Nicholson alongside Jack Hughes, Ben Wilson. Jack, it was an electric first half. The Rams got down early, but were able to recover.
Before we get into that, South Shore Car Service, driving in Boston stinks. So, holidays are coming around. Have them pick up your relatives at the airport. Now,
absolutely.
Let's get into the game. What were you saying, Will?
It was a tough start for the Rams. They go down 21-0, instantly respond back in a big way. Now it's only a one-score game at the half.
Yeah, Mom, I hope you didn't change the channel to Jeopardy because this game is close. We were down, but not out. There was a, 95-yard touchdown, and my boy JMO responded with a kick return. I mean, what more could you ask for? I mean, we are totally in this game, and as we've seen from experience, we're a second-half team. Okay?
Absolutely.
We are not out. Ben, what does the offense need to do to really pour it on in the second?
I think the offense just really needs to go to the locker room and try to figure out ways to read the Lancer defense. We've seen a couple of plays happen where the Rams get pushed back or something bad happens to somebody on the offense. So I think the Rams just need to get some strategies conceived, come back on, try some strategies to get around the Lancer defense, and that's all they need to do.
100%.
Exactly. A couple early mistakes, couple fumbles, drop balls. What have you seen, Will?
Well, the biggest thing for me is the penalties. I mean, we haven't seen the Rams get penalized this much in a while.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it feels like since the BR game, they'll have a penalty here or there, but it's just been instant, penalty to start the drive, penalty to start the drive, just instant, keeps coming at him. The first down plays have also been tough as well. They tried to go to Cole Hannigan a couple times on the outside, hasn't worked on first down. So I hope they really pound the rock more with Phoenix Beauregard and really let him go upwards of 20, 25 carries this game. I mean, the way that he's been able to run the ball, why not?
Yellow laundry's all over the place, and I kind of want them to implement Evan Bro into the game more. I feel like we haven't seen him as much except on that screen pass. So, short little burst plays like that will get us back into this game and will get us in the driver's seat for a win.
Well, Ben's been talking about how dynamic those two backs have been, where he used Beauregard as more of a running back, to actually go on the ground. And Evan Williams, he has been good. When he's been called upon, Ben, he's made great catches.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. I mentioned it before, you just said it, Will. It's the Williams and Beauregard switching back and forth, just having those two pound the rock. I think that's a great drive by the Rams. And now you got Giannetti lighting up the backfield as well. So now those three going back and forth. You got three great runners that can get you the ball down the field.
100%.
And as we've seen all season, this is a top 5 defense, but the Lancers are giving them a little trouble. Like on that first drive, I believe it was number 10 with that 40-yard stab up the field. What does the defense really need to do to stop them? Hopefully shut him out for the rest of the game.
I think if they can keep Mercier, the quarterback for Malden Catholic, if they can keep him in the pocket and not allow him to escape and get extra yardage with his legs, that is a huge key, because he has been able, their second play of the game, Mercier takes it to the house, right, on that huge run. So it's been really hard to keep him in the pocket. When they have done that with Alex Herbert, who I expect to get an upward in playing time, his ability to keep him in the pocket, I think the Rams will look good on that side.
Of course. Did you see anything out there?
Yeah, I mean, the defense really needs to watch the run game. You mentioned the quarterback sneaks, but it's really been the run game. We've seen a lot of high yard carry run down the field. We had a couple of touchdowns because of runs. That's what the Rams need to watch out for most.
Will, as you said, I expect a dangerous game from our defensive ends. Dylan Burho, Alex Herbert, all of them. Secondary's been having a little trouble, but I expect them to step it up in the second half.
100%. I mean, Ryan Medeiros is always good. It feels like once a game to just make a huge play where you're like, wow, that pops off the screen. So I'm expecting that.
What'd you guys think of that late hit call? I thought that was a little controversial. No,
I didn't like it. No, it felt like the play was already over. It also wasn't a whole lot. I mean, trust me, if Ryan Medeiros lays a late hit, you're gonna know. Like we've seen it a bunch this year where he's a physical guy. He goes to the whistle. Sometimes it's a little bit of a gray area he goes after. But no, I don't agree with the call. I know the officials are trying to protect everyone in the playoffs, but I disagree.
Exactly. Laundry's been all over the place, guys. Do we have anything else to add before we send it to this second half?
Well, I think, because we like to do score predictions, I think it's going to be an extremely tight game. I know we're on Marshfield Community Media. I haven't predicted a Rams loss, I think, since Methuen.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be a 28-21 loss for the Rams.
Okay.
Sorry.
Close.
I'm going to disagree with you. I am going with my first prediction, 31-28. Nick Jasopoulos in clutch time, the Greek Freak.
100%. I'm going to stick kind of with mine. I said 27-20. I think it'll be 27-21 in favor of the Rams. It's my prediction.
Of course. And if you are watching at the game, get these guys some hot cocoa because it is chilly up here.
That it is.
Jeez Louise. All right, I'm Jack Hughes. Hopefully not for the last time doing the halftime report. It won't be. We're going to win. Have a good night.
Hey, we'll see you guys back on the call. Me and Ben will be back. Thanks for watching the halftime show. We'll see you soon. Dropping a 50, 40. He's got two men to beat. No one's going to catch.
Pick it up, and it is score! For three. Got it!
With the shot. Lights out. Good night. Goodbye.
And that's it! Marshfield wins! It's a great serve.
Another one. Drop. And the Rams drop one first here in the Super Bowl.
Nice.
Kick on the field, and it is scored! It is scored!
MCM coverage of MHS sports is proudly presented by
Biviano General Contracting.
Biviano General Contracting is Marshfield's leading custom modular house builder. Modular building saves time and money. Only 8 to 12 weeks for the entire build, saving up to 25% of the cost compared to traditional building. We also offer custom deck building, kitchen and bathroom remodels, additions, and house elevations.
More information can be found at bivianocontracting.com.
Repel Pest Solutions. Repel Pest Solutions is a full-service pest control company protecting residential and commercial properties from nuisance pests that carry germs and diseases. They are a small, family-run business from Marshfield, licensed, insured, competitively priced. We work to understand your needs and offer an integrated pest solution that's environmentally friendly. Don't be afraid to bug us. Road to Responsibility. Founded in 1988, Road to Responsibility's mission is to provide the means, the opportunity, and the support necessary to allow citizens with disabilities to take their place as productive members of the community. We are committed to providing all individuals with opportunities to truly live in the community. Through our services, we are proud to enrich and improve the lives of every individual, one person at a time.
Over the past 15 years, MCM has supported the Marshfield community through its mission in connecting the community. As successful as MCM has been, there is a significant challenge facing MCM that will dramatically impact the Marshfield community. Just like almost all community media centers, over 90% of MCM's funding comes from Comcast and Verizon's cable licenses with the town of Marshfield. MCM receives a small percentage of that cable revenue. With technology changing and people changing the way that they consume media, many people have decided to abandon cable television for streaming platforms. 2021 to 2022 saw the greatest one-year decline in cable subscriptions in Massachusetts at 10%. Marshfield isn't immune to this, and over the next several years, we expect to see at least a 20% decrease in our funding due to the decline in cable subscribers in Marshfield. It means saying goodbye to members of the MCM staff, not making important upgrades that make MCM the state-of-the-art studio it is, and a significant reduction in support to valuable community institutions. But most importantly, what does this mean for you? It means saying goodbye to open and transparent government coverage, not being able to see important Marshfield school events like graduation and sports, as well as important community news and information shared by MCM. Please don't let this important community institution wither and die. Please contact us or visit our website to find out more about how you can support Marshfield Community Media. People in the community tell us all the time, Marshfield Community Media is a hidden gem. While we love hearing that we're a gem, we don't love hearing that we're hidden. So let's talk about what we can offer you and this wonderful community. One of the biggest things we offer is training. We can train you on various forms of media such as camerawork, podcasting, editing, and so much more. The only thing we require is that you're a member of our studio, which for Marshfield residents is just $30 a year. And with that membership, you not only get access to training, but our entire arsenal of state-of-the-art equipment. We'll help you create the content you've been dreaming about. In addition to this, we also offer production services. Do you have a small business and want to film some promotions for your website or social media? We've got you covered. We've worked with businesses all over the South Shore to produce high-quality promotional material at an affordable rate. You probably already know this, but in case you don't, we provide high-quality coverage of important community events. This includes MHS varsity sports, municipal government meetings, important local news, and many other special community events and ceremonies. So if you'd like to know more about us, you can check out our website at marshfieldcommunitymedia.com or give us a call at 781-837-4384. Thank you.
MCM coverage of MHS sports is proudly presented by
Biviano General Contracting.
Biviano General Contracting is Marshfield's leading custom modular house builder. Modular building saves time and money. Only 8 to 12 weeks for the entire build, saving up to 25% of the cost compared to traditional building. We also offer custom deck building, kitchen and bathroom remodels, additions, and house elevations.
More information can be found at bivianocontracting.com.
Repel Pest Solutions. Repel Pest Solutions is a full-service pest control company protecting residential and commercial properties from nuisance pests that carry germs and diseases. They are a small, family-run business from Marshfield, licensed, insured, competitively priced. We work to understand your needs and offer an integrated pest solution that's environmentally friendly. Don't be afraid to bug us. Road to Responsibility. Founded in 1988, Road to Responsibility's mission is to provide the means, the opportunity, and the support necessary to allow citizens with disabilities to take their place as productive members of the community. We are committed to providing all individuals with opportunities to truly live in the community. Through our services, we are proud to enrich and improve the lives of every individual, one person at a time.
Welcome back, everyone, to James G. Anderson Field for the first round of a playoff matchup between the Lancers of Malden Catholic and the Marshfield Rams. Rams trail by a touchdown as Drosopoulos is going to get ready to boot this one deep. Will Nicholson alongside Ben Wilson. And Drosopoulos will give this one a huge boot that will take a bounce and then go out of bounds. So unlucky for Drosopoulos, enough leg to get it out of bounds, but the wind took it the other way. Ben, the Rams defense will take the field to start the second half, and they've been good so far. They had that one touchdown that they gave up that was a big play, but everything else has been decently within not giving up a big play.
Yeah, the defense, as I mentioned on the halftime show, really just has to watch the run game of the Lancers. As I mentioned, the Lancers are covering a lot of field with the run game, so the Rams just need to work on stopping the run game, and I think the Rams will be able to provide enough time for the offense to get on the field, get down to the end zone. I know I predicted the Rams losing, but I'm not going to count out the Rams until the clock hits 0.
You never can with a team like this. They've been counted out all year, and they're used to hearing it. On a 1st and 10, Mercier are going to take the snap. Quarterback power up the middle. Knocked at the line of scrimmage. Cosman there with the initial stop. Casali and Leach cleaned it up. Only a gain of 1. Second down coming up.
Just as I mentioned, Bill, watching the run game, the quarterback sneak right there. He tried it right up the middle. Rams stuffed him there. Gain of only 1. That was definitely the talk in the locker room to watch the run game.
100%. I mean, just not even the run game, but just Mercier in general has been automatic with his legs. So keeping him in the pocket going to be a huge part of this Rams defense. Mercier going to take the snap, handoff up the middle, and cut down right at the line of scrimmage. Charlie Leach going to make the stop. Turner nowhere to go. Maybe falls forward for a yard as we have an injured Lancer on the field.
An official timeout on the field.
Again, another big stop for the Rams. It'll be 3rd down. See if the big boy able to get up on his own accord. That is 66, Lucas Baglio, the senior, so hopefully he is okay. Playing in for him is hopefully not his last football game. Bagley was able to get off the field on his own accord, so we will pick things back up on a 3rd down and 7.
Well, Will, first drive of the second half. It's time for the Rams to put up the brick wall.
Mercier in the gun. He will take the snap. It's over his head. Mercier has to try to escape. He will. Leach coming with pressure. That ball is caught and then tackled, and then the ball gets loose again, but already out of bounds. Great pressure from Charlie Leach, who laid the hit stick onto Mercier, forcing a bad ball. 4th down, and the Rams will get set up to return a punt.
I can only imagine what was going through Mercier's head when he saw Charlie Leach, the senior captain, charging at him like that, able to get the ball away. But it's going to be 4th down. Lancers going to punch away first drive of the second half.
Marshfield showing block once again. We'll actually just back up from that one. It will be a kick that will reach Cole Summers' direction, and he's going to field it. Gets hit hard right before the 45-yard line. And the Rams are going to take over from the 44. Nate Rollinson in the offense getting ready. They scored before the half, but they got to put up more points here, Ben.
Yeah, definitely going for the tie on this drive here. And then once it's tied, it's easy for the Rams to try to make some big plays and get down the field. But the defense doing their part early in the second half. So this is a big opportunity for the offense to get on the field and get down to the end zone.
You can hear the Rams crowd close to us, giving their flowers to the Rams defense. He put together a really good first drive stop. Rollinson and the offense getting ready to take the field. 1st down and 10. Beauregard lined up in the backfield. I'd like to see him get a couple more touches. He's been great with his legs. Rollinson will hand off to Beauregard, who has a hole up the middle, will fall forward behind the offensive line. Short gain for Beauregard, 2nd down.
We mentioned on that halftime show about the Rams pounding the rock with Beauregard, Williams, and Giannetti. That was a perfect example of it there.
Hard count from Rawlinson with Aiden Summers in motion. Will not get anyone to jump. Aiden Summers, one of the men with a touchdown today. He'll get sent in motion again. Rawlinson, handoff to Beauregard, who's going to bounce this to the outside. Phoenix Beauregard all the way to the opposing 45-yard line. First down picked up by Phoenix. First down and 10. Rams going to go quick. Rawlinson will line up under center. He'll take the snap. It goes to Cole Summers, who breaks one tackle and another getting to the outside. Big run by Cole. Yardage-wise, not a whole lot picked up, but turned a negative play into something positive.
It's always what you try to do if something's not going your way on the offense there.
When life gives you lemons, right?
Make lemonade.
Second down and 6 coming up. Rawlinson hard count, no one gonna jump. Same motion for Aiden Summers. He'll hand off to Beauregard. Another burst upfield for Phoenix Beauregard. All the way to the 30. Phoenix continues to be a bell cow with his legs.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of Beauregard so far, Will, just rushing through the offensive line, breaking through the defense, picking up the first down there.
Fresh set of downs, 1st and 10. Another hard count by Rawlinson. No one jumps. Giannetti, the new back end. They take the snap, throw to the outside. Cole Summers going to make one man miss. Get upfield for a short gain. It'll be second down. Rams going to go quick once again. Rawlinson under center. 8:30 to go in the quarter. This is a handoff to the outside. Good move upfield by Cole Summers. Will get tackled by Wadlin.
Loses Hannigan at the outside.
Correction, it was Hannigan. To the outside. Third down going to come up.
Third down, 5.
Third down and 5. Giannetti, the new back in the backfield. Rawlinson will send Summers in motion. Hard count, no one jumps. Under 8 minutes to go in the third. Rawlinson will throw. Hannigan makes the catch to the outside, gets a block, fights forward. And Cole Hannigan with enough for first down yardage. Actually, will be a yard short. So again, decisions to be made. A 4th down and 1 coming up for the Rams.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of 4th and 1s, and they were both unsuccessful for the Rams. So we're going to see what the decision is here. Looks like they're going for it, Will.
They will go. Rawlinson with Giannetti in the backfield. Hard count, won't get anyone to jump. And everyone will flip to the right. Everyone on the right side for the Rams. And Coach Ruka forced to call a timeout. 7:40 go in the third. Rams trail by a touchdown. We'll be right back here on MCM.
MCM coverage of MHS sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions,
Biviano General Contracting,
Road to Responsibility.
Welcome back to James G. Anderson Field. Coach Aruka just had to take a timeout. And Ben, they still want to go for it on 4th and 1.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of 4th and 1s. They were both unsuccessful, but we'll see what happens here, Will.
It's Rawlinson in the backfield, or lined up in the shotgun, excuse me, and Beauregard is the back. They're Gonna take the snap, hand off Bogart up the middle, who's got enough for a first down with forward progress. Great run by Phoenix, and Marshfield's gonna move the chains once again.
Well, the first 2 times we had a 4th and 1 situation, there was a little bit of miscommunication, so it led to a loss. But there we had perfect communication, handed off to Bogart, pound the rock. He got through for the first down. And now,
what is going on here?
A little miscommunication by the refs, I think, here. There's a chance it might not be a first down, but
they called it a first down, so they got to go with that call.
I don't believe the chains have moved yet.
I mean, the white hat ref already said it was first down. There we go. They didn't move the chains.
Wouldn't be a Marshfield game without a little bit of referee miscommunication.
Nope. Something we're accustomed to at this point. Rollinson under center. Send Cole Summers in motion. It's a sweep to Cole Summers on the outside, who gets a block by Beauregard. Summers, end zone, touchdown Marshfield. Cole Summers does it with his legs. Phoenix Beauregard lays a good block. Marshfield, an extra point away from tying this thing up.
You know what, Will? I predicted on the halftime show Marshfield losing, and I'm here to say that I apologize. I was wrong. I don't think the Rams are losing this one here. I think they're going to take it probably 35-28.
Like that. Couple more points being scored here. Always electric.
I was wrong. I am here to say I was wrong.
Well, Chrysopoulos has been very good with his leg. Bongelati to hold, and that one is through the uprights and good. Cole Summers on the hold, excuse me. But the Rams tied up from down 21-0, tying it up at 21 apiece. Sometimes all it takes is a play in moments like this. In the second quarter, it was Jamison Bongelati with a house call on a kickoff. And from there, the Rams have built off that momentum.
Yeah, I thought we were going to walk into a slow start for the second half for the Rams, but I was completely wrong. Halftime show, like I said, I predicted the Lancers winning, but you know what? No, I think the Marshfield's going to take this one 35-28, as I said. That's my new prediction. I was wrong.
Hey, half of the job is being wrong, right?
Yeah, right.
7:15 left to go in the third as the offensive unit will take a seat for the Rams. Chrysopoulos set to give this one a boot. Will do exactly that. This one will be fielded inside the own 5 of the Lancers. The Rams are going to swarm tackle that about the 27-yard line.
On the return.
Quick injury timeout as there's a Lancer down. He's going to get right back up. Seems to be a cramp. He will walk off to the side. 7:09 to go in the third. Ben, the Mercer offense, a 3-and-out on their opening drive. The Rams did a good job of containing them.
Yeah, like I said, the Rams defense went back to the locker room, definitely talked about stopping the run game. We saw the Lancers try to break through the defensive line, but they just couldn't do it because the Rams defensive line, after the first half, they like to go to the locker room, discuss some strategies, come back, and they make big plays for the team.
First down and 10. Mercier will clap, take the snap, look to throw, screen to the outside. Gonna make a move upfield. Tim Stiles just a second late, couldn't quite get there. And a good run by Wadlin. Pick up a couple, it'll be second down. There's a Ram down on the sideline. We cannot see what number it is yet, or at least I can.
I think the number 5. I'm not sure what the other one is, so I believe it is in the 50s, but he is on the ground. I'm not exactly sure. Now he's back on his feet here.
It was Kyle Casale, so back on his feet now. Second down, Mercier going to hand off up the middle. And a good run by Turner. First down picked up for the Lancers with 6:20 to go in the third. And Casali right back into the game.
Yeah, official timeout on the field.
Maybe just got the wind knocked out of him there.
That happens. Official timeout taken on the field here. So we're going to take a quick break on Marshfield Community Media. We will be right back in just a second.
MCM coverage of MHS sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions,
Biviano General Contracting,
Road to Responsibility.
Welcome back after the official timeout. 1st and 10, Mercier will drop back. He's looking to throw a deep ball, and it is caught. Was it in play? No, out of bounds. Good coverage by Jamison Bongelati. Go incomplete. Figueroa cannot bring that one in. It will be 2nd down.
Bongelati, we mentioned him a lot for the defensive side of things. Leads the team in passes deflected with 7. He also has 2 interceptions on the season and 25 tackles. He's a great player for the Rams defense. And he also had that kick return just a few minutes earlier in the first half.
Now, Jamison has been huge, and he was big again right there. Quarterback power with Mercier, nowhere to go. The Rams D-line right there to make a play.
On the keeper.
Will Scott will come back in. Alex Herbert as well on a 3rd down and 10. And Luke Richardson as well. We saw this a little bit in the Hingham game, and they've rolled with it since, bringing in Luke Richardson.
Yeah, and during that Hingham game, we almost saw a Luke Richardson interception. So he plays safety pretty well here, Will.
I'm going to date myself a little bit, but back in 2023, they like to do that with senior captain Nick Couples, who was a slot wide receiver. Bring him in, play a little safety. Same thing with Richardson on a 3rd and 10. Mercier gonna air out over the middle. That ball is caught. He'll move back. Wadland with enough for a 1st down. A huge 3rd down pickup for the Lancers.
1st down. Malden Catholic.
First down and 10. Mercier in the gun, back lined up to his left. He'll take the snap, hand off up the middle to his back with nowhere to go. Good job by the Rams O-line.
Darian Flourmont.
Flourmont on the carry. Will Scott will come in for Cosman. It'll be a 2nd down and 9. Second down and 9. Mercier in the gun, back lined up to his right. Take the snap, look to throw. Plenty of time, but the pass rush starting to get to him. Time winding out. Mercier to the outside. Dylan Burrow will get him in time. Another huge sack by Dylan Burrow. Comes at a big time. Big 3rd and long coming up for the Lancers.
Now 3rd long, Dylan Burrow on the sack there. That's his 7th of the season, leads the team in sacks. A great play there for Burrow, making the big sack, gonna bring up 3rd and long. This should be an easy stop for the Rams.
I mean, that just shows how fast Burrow is, as Mercer has been able to burn some people on the outside. Not past Burrow that time. 3rd down and long. Mercier will drop back. Herbert coming off the edge. He'll throw over the middle. That ball is caught close to a 1st down, and he has 1st down yardage. How do the Rams give up a big 3rd down at almost 20?
That's a little surprising, Will. I mean, I just mentioned that it should be an easy stop, but I guess I jinxed the Rams on that one there. A little surprising, the quick pass right down the middle caught the Rams off guard.
Rams crowd trying to keep their defense into it. First down and 10. Mercier with a man in motion. Take the snap. It's a pitch to Wadlin, who is able to escape, almost fumbled, and Wadlin going to turn an almost fumble into an almost 8-yard gain for the Lancers. Gain of 7, it'll be 2nd and 3. Mercier will drop back, handoff up the middle to Turner, immediately stood up. Great play by the Rams. Tackle for a loss, Cosman the first man home. Once again, the Rams make a good play up front.
Now you got a 3rd down situation here. The Rams had a 3rd and long earlier. I don't think they want to let up another 3rd down, so now it's time for the Rams to put up the brick wall against the Lancers, make the stop, bring the offense back on the field, get them towards the end zone, and get the Rams to the lead here.
Bottom of your screen, take a look at 25, Ryan Medeiros. His hand's bugging him a little bit.
Down 5.
So if you're the Lancers, maybe you look that way. 3rd and 5 for Mercier. Will take the snap, handoff up the middle to Turner. Big gap opens up for Turner. First down and a whole lot more to the 11-yard line of Marshfield.
Now this is big here, Will, with a minute 48 and ticking in the 3rd quarter. This is big opportunity for the Lancers to get to the end zone here.
Ryan Medeiros has to come out. He's banged up, so Liam Riley will come back in. And Medeiros will be looked at by the trainers. Until then, it's a 1st down and 10. The Rams would love to make a big-time stop here in the red zone. Mercier will take the snap, drop back, look to throw. Ball thrown to the outside, will be caught and tackled out of bounds. Leon Jean Luis on the coverage. Wadlin on the reception, 2nd down. Minute and 5 left to go. Sorry, a minute and ticking left to go in the 3rd quarter. What a time for a stop it would be for the Rams.
Yeah, we saw them make some big stops against Hingham, but the quarterback sneaks near the end zone, so let's see what happens.
Direct snap to Wadlin, who's going to make a man miss. What a juke move by Wadlin. Could have been a loss of a couple, but the fancy feet will get him out in space. Could be a first, depending on the spot. They say no, 3rd and inches.
3rd down, 1.
And no play going to be run here, so we're going to tick to the end of the 3rd quarter. We are knotted up at 21 after 3. Rams and Lancers going to end in a photo finish here. We're going to take a break and see you right back here on Marshfield Community Media.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions,
Biviano General Contracting,
Road to Responsibility.
Welcome back to James G. Anderson Field in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter. Marshfield Rams, Malden Catholic Lancers on a chilly Friday night. Will Nicholson and Ben Wilson with you here. We're picking up at a 3rd and inches. Wadlin and the Wildcat will run up the middle. Breakthrough tackles get to the end zone. Touchdown Lancers. Wadlin once again with his legs going to punch it in. And a instant first play of the fourth quarter touchdown for the Lancers.
It's hard for the Rams to block when the Lancers were that close to the end zone. They were pounding the rock, trying to break through. That one they did, but the Rams held them up to a 3rd down situation, so the Rams fought hard there, Will.
Ferroyo on for the extra point. Plenty of leg underneath that one, and it's through the uprights and good. 28-21 is the score. Scoreboard is lying to us here right now.
33.
Back at MCM, it is 28-21. There we go. Always trust Yvana Osborne back in the studio. Pressing the buttons. She's got the score right. The Rams offense now, Ben, they got to put together a really good drive to get downfield.
Yeah, the pressure's on here. You're down by a score. The pressure to get down the field is big, but we've seen the Rams get down the field 3 times. I think we can make it a 4th, maybe even a 5th by the end of the game. So I think the Rams can make it down the field here, Will.
Please come out and help support our students. This Sunday, don't miss it.
Ferroyo going to boot this one back off to the Rams. Will be fielded by Cole Hannigan. Make a cut upfield and then be tackled.
Cole Hannigan on the return.
Right at the 25-yard line. Rams want a penalty. They will not get it. It'll be 1st down and 10 for Rollinson and the offense who have to put together a drive.
Yeah, well, as I mentioned, I think it's possible. You're down by a score. The big pressure is there. But Rollinson knows big pressure situations, so I think the Rams will be able to get down the field here.
First down and 10. The Rams offense gets ready to take the field. Rollinson in the gun. He's got Beauregard lined up behind him. Rollinson, handoff, Beauregard up the middle. Good run by Phoenix. Beauregard break tackles and get a 1st down for the Rams.
First down for the Rams.
Ben, it feels like they got to look his way more and more.
Yeah, they're looking towards Phoenix a lot more than Williams and Giannetti. But Phoenix Beauregard, he's been absolutely killing the run game.
1st and 10, handoff to Beauregard again. This time he'll be stopped much shorter than he was initially on the first handoff. He got it, it'll be 2nd down. Second down, Rollinson under center. Send a man in motion, handoff Beauregard once again. Nowhere for him to go this time around. Hit at the line of scrimmage, no gain. 3rd down coming up.
Well, that first play given it to him up the middle was good, picking up the 1st down, but now Lancer's starting to read Beauregard's runs a little bit better. So now bringing up a 3rd and 6, I believe.
3rd and 6 indeed. Rollinson in the gun. He's got Beauregard lined up behind him. Rollinson will take the snap. Hand off to Beauregard up the middle. Nowhere to go on a 3rd down. And the Rams content to just punt this one away on 4th down and 6.
Interesting choice going with Beauregard 3 times in a row there. When you're backed up to 3rd and 6, I'm surprised they didn't go for Hannigan or Summers with the pass play.
I mean, even if you're going to run it, you figure they maybe go for it on 4th. Doesn't seem to be the case. Cole Summers set to punt. Good leg underneath it. And will take a bounce across the 30.
Down at about the
Finally
24.
will be picked up at the 24-yard line. The Marshfield defense really needs to stop here, Ben.
Yeah, they need the big stop here. The offense didn't have a great drive, so now it's all up to the defense to try to push back the Lancers. They don't want to let them more points.
Big first down and 10. Mercier will hand off up the middle to Turner. Not a whole lot of room to go.
Turner on the carry.
Be hit at the line of scrimmage. Cosman there first, second down.
I mean, right now, Will, it's all about the defensive stop that really could make or break this game for the Rams. I mean, that first offensive drive that we had to start the fourth quarter wasn't great, but the defense really needs to try not to let up any more points here.
Rams need a big time stop here. 9:05 to go in the game. Mercier will drop back. Plenty of time to throw. Roll out to his right and throw a ball that is incomplete. And a late flag going to come in on the coverage. Another tough call going to go against the Rams. And Marshfield's going to tell you exactly how they feel about that penalty. Pass interference against the Rams.
Now that's going to be a lot of yardage gained for the Lancers off that play.
Another Marshfield penalty. Rams trailed by a touchdown, 8:58 to go in the fourth. Mercier will drop back, look to throw over the middle. That ball is caught by Figueroa, who gets hit over the middle, but not after a huge gain.
Figueroa on the reception.
Big catch by the sophomore. It'll be first down for the Lancers. Feels like this Rams defense might be falling apart a little bit here, Ben.
Yeah, that play there wasn't great for the Rams, but they need to just focus on putting the brick wall up, like I like to say, Will. So hopefully they can make a stop here.
First down and 10. Mercier will run a quarterback power to the outside and be wrapped up at the line of scrimmage.
Mercier.
Good play on the outside by the Rams. It'll be second down. Connor Scott on the stop.
For the loss.
Yeah, Scott and Riley breaking through the offensive line to make the sack there. That's what the Rams defense need to do, just push back the Lancers. That was a perfect play for it there.
It'll be a yard loss, bring up second down. The enemy of the Rams starting to beat that clock, Ben, down to 7:30.
Yeah, I think the Lancers know that they're just wasting a lot of clock time, and I think that's their strategy here.
Hand off to Turner. Turner trying to bounce this one to the outside. Break one tackle, another. Trevion Turner with a big run. Close to first down yardage. It's going to be short. It's going to be 3rd and 1 coming up for the Lancers. Heavy set going to come out here for the Lancers, Ben. Probably some type of power up the middle on 3rd and 1.
Yeah, 3rd and 1. Even if they don't get it here, they still have 4th and 1, which I predict they will go for it if the case. But it looks like it's going to be, yeah.
That's exactly what it is. Waddling up the middle. He's going to break one tackle and push forward. Wadley going to get a first down, and again, can start to feel the change of pace here and the feeling for the Rams. Down by a touchdown, and the Lancers in striking distance with the clock running, about to go under 7 minutes.
Yeah, this is big. If the Lancers punch it in here, it would be tough for the Rams to make a comeback then.
Well, if they take their time too, you'll get the ball with like 4 minutes left, down 2 scores. I mean, that is tough to ask out of any offense. First down and 10. New back in. Take the snap. Mercier looking to throw. Plenty of time to do so. He's going to step up in the pocket, break 1 tackle. Mercier breaks another. And he's going to stay in bounds. So time burned once again for Mercier. Down to 6:30. Ben, it's going to be a 2nd and long, but once again, the time and the clock being killed is massive.
Yeah, that's going to be the biggest thing. Even if the Rams get the ball back without a Lancer score, they might not have a lot of time to get the ball down the field.
2nd down. Mercier going to quarterback power to the outside, gets a block by Turner. Shy of a first down, but once again, another big play to burn more clock and to give him a first down.
Yeah, I think that's what the Lancers want to do, is just burn the most clock they can. The quarterback power is going to stay in bounds, burn the clock. Now 3rd down. It's a big opportunity for the Rams to make a stop, but it's the time, as you said, Will. That's the biggest thing here.
Folan going to come in. Will Scott will come out. Big 3rd down for the Rams. Wildcat trying to get to the outside, will not get there. And the ball came loose. They're going to blow it dead. Wadlin could not get to the outside. 4th down. What do you do here, Ben? I mean, could go for it with a chance to get a first, but if you know your kicker's good enough, maybe 3.
Yeah, I mean, even just getting the 3, that put you up by more than a score. So that might be their strategy, but you never know. Going forward on 4th down, maybe try to throw out the defense, make them jump off sides.
So the kicker's warming up. They're actually not going to call a play here. This thing is going to get down to 7, down to 6. They're going to get ready to call a timeout. Timeout will be taken with 1 second left. We're going to keep you here. 4:19 to go, Ben, and they're going to get the kicker on the field.
Yeah, why not? I mean, it would take you up by 2 scores, so it would just put more pressure on the Rams. But we've seen the Rams defense really put some serious pressure on kickers. I mean, we can't forget about that Hingham game, going for 3, missed the game-winning field goal. So we've seen a lot of pressure from the defense on the kicker.
We're going to have to see. The kicker for this team is Lorenzo Ferroyo, and he has been very good with his legs thus far, Ben. I mean, he's been nailing these extra points. And don't get me wrong, this isn't an easy field goal, but he's got plenty of leg to get underneath it.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen him nailing those extra points. So we'll see what he's got here, Will.
Can feel the vibe has definitely changed here.
Yeah. I think the stands here in Marshall know how important this field goal is.
Hold on a minute. They're going to keep the offense on the field.
Uh-oh.
So they're
This is
warming up
big,
the kicker.
Will.
Yeah, this is huge. 4th down coming up. Mercier going to drop back, look to throw. Plenty of time over the middle. Almost picked off, knocked away. Doesn't matter. Marshfield going to have 4:12 left and a chance to tie the game.
That was big.
Bergamesko on the coverage.
The defense doing their part, putting up the stop there on 4th down. A little surprised by the Lancers going for it there. You have a kicker who's been borderline on point this entire game, but you know what? The win tonight has been hard, so you know what? I respect the choice, but for now, Rawlinson and the rest of the offense are going to come on with 4-12 to make something happen.
Whew. Gonna be quite an ending here, my friend. It's gonna be close. First down and 10, Rawlinson with Beauregard lined up in the backfield. He'll send a man in motion, take a snap. It's fumbled again, and Rawlinson has to just fall on it. Another mistake for them. That's about the 3rd time that Rawlinson has fumbled a snap. Unbelievable. You can't have mistakes like that. Under 4 minutes, Rawlinson take the snap, hand off to the outside. Cole Summers makes one man miss. That will be wrapped up. Not a big gain for Cole Summers. Ben, blink and you miss it. A 3rd and long coming up for the Rams.
Yeah, not what you want if you're Marshfield. I mean, 3rd and long here. This is big. The run game, I mean, trying to get around the outside and Rawlinson filming that snap. 2 plays that weren't too great. So now this is 3rd and long here, Will.
Evan Williams is in the backfield. He's the receiving back for the Rams. Rawlinson will send a man in motion, drop back, look to throw. Rawlinson will throw to Luke Richardson, who's going to make the catch. Not enough for 1st down yardage, gets knocked down. And this has to be 4th and go for it territory for the Rams.
Yeah, I mean, there's 3 minutes to go. You're down by a score. You got to go for it, Will. Phoenix is in the backfield.
4th and 4, season on the line for the Rams. A hard count by Rawlinson. Gets no one to jump. And Coach Aruka going to have to burn a timeout to talk it over with his team. 2:47 left. We're going to take a very quick break here on MCM. We'll be right back.
MCM coverage of MHS sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions,
Biviano General Contracting,
Road to Responsibility.
James G. Anderson Field, wind is picking up, and the momentum is swinging. 4th down and 4 for the Rams. A whole season comes down to this. They either get the first, or we're done here. Rawlinson will take the snap, drop back, look to throw, over the middle, off the hands, it was blown dead.
Stoppage on the play.
So the play was blown dead before. What's the call?
Dead ball, false start.
False start against the Rams, so you back him up even further. Ben, they don't have the timeouts. They have 2 minutes. The only way to stop the clock, because there's no 2-minute warning in high school, is that one timeout. So you can't punt it and get a defensive stop. One play for the Rams. 4th down and 9. It either goes or it doesn't. Rawlinson in the gun, back lined up to his right. It's Evan Williams. Hannigan and In Summers, bottom of your screen. Richardson and Cole Summers at the top. Rawlinson will take the snap, look to throw, step up in the pocket over the middle. Cole Hannigan made it. Cole Hannigan with a huge 1st down play. The Rams are going to move the chains with 2:41.
The same play they went for before that false start, but they're going hurry up mode here, Will. They're going fast.
You got it now with the clock going. Rawlinson, handoff, Summers to the outside, makes one man miss, will be stuffed up, but a huge gain and a face mask is going to be called. Now you can hear James G start to get into it.
Yeah, after that big 4th down conversion, now James G is picked up here, Will. The flag on the play there going to be a face mask against the Lancers. This is big. Rams still have a timeout when they need it.
2 minutes and 30 seconds, plenty of time to get down the field.
Personal foul, face mask against the Lancers.
The official call is a face mask, so we'll move it up even closer for the Rams.
Big 15-yard pickup there for the Rams off that penalty.
Down on the 45 of the Lancers.
Passing the 50, this is big.
Rollinson under center. Take the snap, hand off Phoenix Bogart, trying to get up the middle. Not a whole lot of room for him to go. Gain of about 2, it'll be 2nd down.
The Rams have momentum here, Will. 2:12, the clock is still going to run. Rams obviously going to go hurry up, but here it's getting intense, Will.
Rollinson, play action, he'll roll out to the outside. Rollinson, it's picked off! A ball by Rollinson gets picked off! A play action that went wrong! Thurston picked it off! A disastrous end to the season for the Rams. Rollinson's 9th pick of the year. And it will be the final song sung by this Rams offense. And you can see what it means to them. Can hear the helmets hit the ground here. Such a disappointment feeling. And it came again where Rollinson pressure in his face, Ben, and instead of throwing it away, he tried to play hero ball.
Yeah, it looked like he tried to give it to Hannigan there, and just wasn't really, he couldn't really see a defender right on top of him, so that's heartbreaking for the Rams.
Hand off to Turner up the middle. He will hold on to that ball. That's the only chance the Rams have now. Down to 1:50. You can hear the silence at James G right now. Mercier on a 2nd down. Take the snap. It's a quarterback power up the middle. Mercier going to be stopped.
Mercier on the stop.
After a gain of a couple.
Timeout, Marshfield.
Marshfield going to take a timeout to stop the clock one more time on a 3rd down. So Aruka's going to try and maximize the time on the clock right now. Maybe get the Rams the ball back with a little bit of time.
Yeah, let's hope so, Will. 2nd and 7 here. Make a big stop. Try their best to get the ball back, but it's truly heartbreaking to see that play unfold, and it's looking like the Rams season is unfortunately going to come to an end.
Just an ill-advised throw for Rollinson's 9th interception of the year. It's what we've seen before from defenses when they face the Rams. If you're able to get in any of these quarterbacks' face and force them to make a tough decision, a tough throw. And a great play by the senior Thurston.
Third down, 4.
3rd down coming up for the Rams. Clock has stopped. Wildcat gonna run this one up the middle. Wadlin with enough for a 1st down. That is gonna be the ball game.
Wadlin on the carry.
That'll wrap things up here as they can just run out the clock on the side. An unbelievable end to a good season. Clock is gonna tick all the way down as the Lancers come into Marshfield and pull off a huge upset. The 12 seed taking down the 5. And a knee to be taken by Mercer. And that is going to wrap it up here from James G. Anderson Field. A disappointing loss for the Marshfield Rams. Final score will be 28-21. I want to thank everyone here who has been with us on MCM throughout the season. We'll have more football for you on Thanksgiving as the Rams will take on the Dragons in Duxbury. But for one final time from home this year, thank you for joining us on Marshfield Community Media. Ben, it was a pleasure this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm a junior. I hope to be back next year. But it was a great season by the Rams. We fought hard. It came down to the wire. We kept the Lancers on their toes, but unfortunately, it's going to end our season here tonight, Will.
Yeah, it's the unfortunate reality of high school football. Only one team is happy for each division at the end of the year, and the Rams couldn't not get any further than that. Final time from home this year in 2025. We thank you for joining us on Marshfield Community Media. Yvana Osborne back in the studio. Ben Wilson alongside me. Jack Hughes joining us on the mic a few times. I'm Will Nicholson. It was another great year. Thank you, Marshfield.
MCM coverage of MHS sports is proudly presented by
Biviano General Contracting.
Biviano General Contracting is Marshfield's leading custom modular house builder. Modular building saves time. 12 weeks for the entire build, saving up to 25% of the cost compared to traditional building. We also offer custom deck building, kitchen and bathroom remodels, additions, and house elevations.
More information can be found at bivianocontracting.com.
Repel Pest Solutions. Repel Pest Solutions is a full-service pest control company protecting residential and commercial properties from nuisance pests that carry germs and diseases. They are a small, family-run business from Marshfield, licensed, insured, competitively priced. We work to understand your needs and offer an integrated pest solution that's environmentally friendly. Don't be afraid to bug us. Road to Responsibility. Founded in 1988, Road to Responsibility's mission is to provide the means, the opportunity, and the support necessary to allow citizens with disabilities in the community. We are committed to providing all individuals with opportunities to truly live in the community. Through our services, we are proud to enrich and improve the lives of every individual, one person at a time.
Up, and it is score! For 3. Got it!
With the shot, lights out, good night, goodbye,
And that's it! Marshfield wins! It's a great serve.
Another one drop! And the Rams drop one first here in the Super Bowl.
Nice.
Kick on the field, and it is scored! It is